10 experiences to make you feel like an adrenaline junkie. Most people enjoy vacations at the beach, where they can laze in the sun with a cocktail or two. Maybe they choose to take a cruise or explore some of the trails in a national park. But for adrenaline junkies, a simple Airbnb vacation probably won't be enough to fill the need for adventure. Adrenaline junkies often find themselves in extraordinary places doing the craziest things and making incredible memories. They crave activities that make them feel afraid, excited, and emotionally charged. So, what can you do to feel like an adrenaline junkie? If you love creativity, are impulsive and curious, have the urge to pursue challenges, are flexible to change, and love spontaneity, these activities might be for you. Here are 10 experiences to make you feel like an adrenaline junkie that aren't too over the top. 10. Scuba diving. The environment underwater is rich in animals, plants, and minerals. Scuba diving allows you to dive underwater using gear to breathe. But, first, you have to choose the destination you prefer for scuba diving, ranging from tropical seas to caves to cold water locations across the globe. Scuba divers get to explore a world where very few get the opportunity. Adrenaline junkies enjoy entering this realm full of mystery and discovery. While it may take time to train and certify in scuba diving, the benefits outweigh the price and length of training. Top spots for scuba diving. Galapagos Islands, Ecuador. These scuba diving sites are rich in marine life, consist of large types of species, and volcanic areas. During the cold season, there are spectacular sights of penguins diving in the water. Here, you can also see the outkicker rock, angelfish, iguanas, and sea lions. Raja Ampat, Indonesia. The site is full of mind-blowing diversity. You can see manta rays and dive between islands in the passage. Dumaguete, Philippines, home to huge schools of fish, manta rays, whale sharks, pristine coral reefs, and lush coral gardens. The Red Sea, Indian Ocean. The best time to enjoy scuba diving is springtime when the waters are warm. During autumn, you can view the manta rays in Sudan and sharks swimming in the Egyptian and Sudanese waters. Locations to scuba dive are Sharm el-Sheikh and Ras Mohammed National Park. 9. Zorbing. A zorb is a large, inflatable ball. This may not be popular with most people, but for this activity, you will climb inside the zorb and then roll down a slope or a body of water. After releasing the zorb on a slope or hill, you will find yourself screaming, shrieking, and yelling at the top of your lungs. Rides typically last about a minute. Harness zorbing. You are strapped to a harness inside the zorb. Aqua or hydrozorbing. There is water inside the zorb so that you can slide around on the inside. Zorb football. Only your head and torso fit inside the zorb, so you can move your legs and run around. Top spots for zorbing. Ikawa X Park in Miyoshi, Japan. Canada Olympic Park in Calgary, Canada. Outdoor Gravity Park in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Rotorua, New Zealand. Zorbingenlounge, Germany. 8. Surfing. Surfing is a must for adrenaline junkies. There's nothing quite like feeling the wind on your face as you ride a wave. Surfing requires you to ride on top of the wave while lying or standing on a board. The best times to surf are in the early mornings and early evenings. Several surfing activities include windsurfing, kite surfing, skimboarding, wakeboarding, and wave surfing. Wave surfing activity involves a lot of swimming and paddling while you drag your board in and out of the water. It might take years of practice to surf like a pro, while beginners require patience and a good teacher. Wave surfing involves a lot of upper body work, as you must lift yourself to a standing position on the board when a wave arrives. Kite surfing/windsurfing will require you to use wind power with a large kite to ride across the water or sky. Wakeboarding is an exciting activity requiring you to ride on a short board as you hold onto a rope attached to a boat. Top spots for surfing. The coast of Oaxaca in Mexico. Tamarindo Beach in Costa Rica. Weligama, Sri Lanka. Imsoin, Morocco. Supertubos Beach in Peniche, Portugal. Raglan, New Zealand. Bregenz Hechtweg, Austria. Pantai Batamejan, Echo Beach, in Bali. North Shore in Oahu, Hawaii. 7. Coasteering. Coasteering will require you to explore stretches of rocky coastlines to feel like you are part of the coastline. You can go coasteering all year round, though if you go in the winter, you'll need a wetsuit. Coasteering activities include walking, climbing on the rocks, jumping off rocks into the sea, and swimming through gullies. Helmets and life jackets need to be used to ensure your safety. Top spots for coasteering: Crest, Greece. Gower, Wales. The Wild Atlantic Way, Ireland. Isla Plana, Spain. Canary Islands, Spain. 6. Sandboarding. Sandboarding is a sport you practice on the sand dunes. You can sandboard in the desert or at the beach, depending on your experience and ability. Sandboarding in the desert is more demanding due to the high and steep desert dunes, while beach sandboarding is less demanding and requires a board similar to a snowboard but with a thicker base. You'll also want to ensure you bring shoes, a helmet, a mouth scarf, and goggles for protection. Top spots for sandboarding: Huacachina Desert in Peru. The Sahara Desert in Egypt. Cape Town, South Africa. Oregon's Pacific Coast, USA. New South Wales, Australia. Te Paki Sand Dunes in New Zealand. 5. Skiing and snowboarding. These sports are exhilarating. Like surfing, they combine speed with balance, using snow rather than water. The feeling of weightlessness and flying through the air can be addicting. While it can take a little work to master, these sports are worth the effort to learn. There are different styles to switch things up and make skiing and snowboarding more fun and exhilarating. Skiing styles include military, freestyle, alpine, and Nordic. Snowboarding styles include free carve, freeriding, dry slope, jibbing, rail riding, and freestyle. Shake things up if you've already conquered the bunny slopes by trying an off-trail or backcountry adventure. Or what about nighttime skiing? That's sure to get the heart pumping. Top spots for snowboarding and skiing: Lake Louise Ski Resort in Canada. Crested Butte Mountain Resort in Colorado. Sun Valley, Idaho. Verbier, Switzerland. Breckenridge, Colorado. 4. Shark cage diving. Cue the Jaws music. Shark cage diving is when you go underwater in a special floating cage built with strong metals that will allow you to encounter the ocean's fearsome and finest sharks up close. To add to the thrill of being in shark-infested waters, cages are placed in waters that have been chummed to attract sharks. If you find the cage diving a bit too much, you can instead choose to swim with a more gentle species, the whale shark. As these creatures can grow to nearly 40 feet, 12 meters, it can still be a one-of-a-kind experience. For this one, you can travel to Isla Mujeres in Mexico. Top spots for shark cage diving: Tiger Beach in the Bahamas. Port Lincoln, Australia. Mossel Bay and Gansby in South Africa. Bluff, New Zealand. Isla Guadalupe, Mexico. 3. Whitewater rafting. Whitewater rafting is a popular and exciting water sport you must try. You move down a river with strong currents using an inflatable raft and oars for navigating the waters. This activity is great for team building and family bonding in the outdoors. Gear required for this activity includes a life vest, the raft, emergency supplies, a hat, a safety whistle, gloves, a swimsuit, and extra clothes. Many choose to travel with a guide to ensure their safety. Top spots for whitewater rafting: Upper Seti River in Nepal. Jacques Cartier River in Canada. Tena, Maca and Piu in Ecuador. The Rio Futaleufú in Chile. Grand Canyon, Arizona, USA. 2. Bungee jumping. Bungee jumping is when you jump headfirst from a tall structure with the support of an elastic cord attached to your feet. The tall structure can be a helicopter, bridge, crane, or building. Bungee jumping is for all ages. When bungee jumping, you use a harness and bungee cord to ensure you're safe. All you have to do is enjoy. However, it can be dangerous for overweight people, pregnant women, and people with blood pressure issues. The most appropriate time of the year to enjoy bungee jumping is during the summer season. Top spots for bungee jumping: Europa Bridge in Austria, Blokrands Bridge in South Africa, Macau Tower in China, Victoria Falls Bridge in Zimbabwe, Berzaska Dam in Switzerland. 1. Tandem skydiving. If you are adventurous and want to experience jumping from a moving plane, this is the sport for you. Tandem skydiving does not require training, and first-timers will need a professional skydiving instructor. Tandem skydiving has no age limit except in the United States, where the age limit is 18 years. However, it would be best if you were flexible and in good health. You must wear light clothes such as tennis shoes, a t-shirt, and shorts. Make sure your hair is tied back and out of the way. In tandem skydiving, you jump from approximately 13,100 feet, 4,000 meters, in altitude from an aircraft, helicopter, or airplane with a parachute on your back. You last 40 seconds to a minute in the open air before reaching the ground, but you live to enjoy the moment. Top spots for tandem skydiving: Oahu, Hawaii, Grand Rush Adventures in Swakopmund, Namibia, Swiss Alps in Switzerland, Santa Barbara, California, Taupo, New Zealand. Thank you for watching. Wait for more and don't forget to subscribe.